Hello, welcome to Vlogmas. I have a new format this year. I have an advent calendar. I have no idea how this is going to show up on camera. Anyway, let's give this a shot. What it is, it's a little puzzle, which I figure would, basically there's two reasons for this. One, it will stop my anxiety of being on camera, because that drives me crazy. And two, it will limit the time that I have to speak. Oh, these are tiny. Can you see it? Yeah. Okay. But like other Vlogmas that I've done in the past, Vlogmases are, I don't know what you call it, I'm going to pretty much stay on topic for avoiding personality disorder. While I do this puzzle. And so it will limit my time so that I can't drone on forever. And give you something to watch. And hopefully it's not too annoying listening to me move around these pieces and see if I can actually do a puzzle. I'm going to sort of softball the first one. The first can you see this? Just figure out where the camera is. The first topic this year is going to be about rituals. For example, doing Vlogmas. And the importance of it and how it can be helpful. This is as opposed to anniversaries, which is also super important and can basically mess people up. Because you think you've resolved something in your life and it turns out that you haven't. Let me sort of get these separated here. Yeah, it's going to be really hard to do this, I think. It'll be interesting. See if there's anything cohesive at all about what I say while I'm doing a puzzle. Interesting to me. Anyway, so by ritual, I mean things like, it can be wake up in the morning and having coffee a certain way, and that sort of gives you a good start for the morning or something like that. I generally don't drink coffee, so I wouldn't know how that works. Maybe what I'm going to have to do with these is film it and do a voiceover. I don't know. I'll find out. But I'm also just starting over sort of from scratch with making videos, which makes me nervous, which I know there's some people that are like, why does it make you nervous to make videos? You've made videos forever. Because it just does. I'm not even on camera and it still makes me nervous. So if you see me shaking, don't worry about it. It's life. Anyway, the purpose of rituals in people's lives and repeating actions is it sort of grounds you. And so it is kind of highly suggested that you go with it and that you allow yourself to have certain things that you expect to happen in your life and use those to let you make your life better. Maybe this goes over here. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to do a puzzle live on video. and try to think at the same time. This is going to be a disaster. It might work out. You never know. So what I mean when I mean a ritual is, I mean, like, for example, I try to do Vlogmas. I fail at it not every year. Last year I actually completed it somehow. So not every year is a complete disaster, but whatever. I think that's not right. Is it? Doesn't seem quite. Anyway, this seemed like such a good idea to do this as a project. Whatever. So when you do set yourself up to have a ritual or 2 or 6 or whatever, what you're doing is giving yourself sort of a pattern that you can depend on, and it is arbitrary, and it is external from the world, and you can kind of depend on it. Maybe that's a strong word and I shouldn't use that word, but it gives you something that's not dependent upon something else going on in this world. And I sort of came up with themes for what I wanted to talk about in Vlogmas this year. And one of the themes is basically what you can do to set yourself up for success as a person with avoidant personality disorder. Now you see why I sort of eased into this. I think this is going not well. This attempt at trying to speak on camera again. But you know, for as far as my personal rituals, what do? I stop doing, you know, any sort of, you know, making videos that make any sense, and then go back to it, and it's always really, really rough when I start making videos again. So I just got to get the first one down, and then it'll get better, I promise. Shouldn't promise. But trying to stay on any sort of track is becoming more difficult. This would help if I had a picture. Do I have a picture? I don't even know what it is. What this is basically a whole bunch of windows into this person's life. And I do not see even which one is this supposed to be. Huh. So I'm getting absolutely no help from this. I guess this picture, there's no picture. Oh, wait. Is that the front door? Oh, it's the front door. Okay. It's the front door. Now it will sort of make a little bit more sense. So this goes in the middle here, and this should go, oops, good job of that. And this goes there. There we go. That sort of makes a little sense. This is this guy's, how does this go? I think like that, and then like, okay. So a ritual, like attempting to put together puzzles one after the other while I'm also trying to make videos. goes higher. Okay. Maybe it's upside down. No, it's not upside down. I don't know. Anyway, this is supposed to be like here. Somehow. Anyway. This is such a fail. I mean, maybe it's a good fail, but it's a fail. Trying to do something like this. I did something. I mean, the point is that I'm supposed to hurry up and talk about whatever I'm talking about while I'm doing this so that it doesn't take forever. But I'm not talking about what I'm supposed to be talking about. So, is that a fail? Does that fit? No, not at all. Yeah, see, I think this and this side are switched somehow. I don't know exactly how. This doesn't go down there. Anyway. I never said I was good at doing these. That's not. Yeah, that is right. Okay. So if you can set yourself up with a ritual or two, the effect in your life is a sort of armor to get yourself through whatever you're going to be going through. I mean, literally, if you have like a major giant stressful thing, like say dealing with your family for the holidays, you know, some people think it's great, some people love it, and some people think it's, you know, the worst thing that you can do. Is happening. I mean, for example, I don't know what I've even said in this on camera. I was sort of thinking about maybe making a designated video about it. My sister has moved back from California to Maine. My sister and I do not have a good relationship. I do have to say, because she kept haranguing me, there's no other way of putting it, to come and visit her. And I was not interested in it. I had these together and now I'm smashing them all apart. Anyway, she asked me to come to Thanksgiving dinner with her. And the idea of that was so intolerable that I got on a plane and went to New York. I'm sure you saw the videos. To see the Thanksgiving Day parade. Literally, I did that because I could not tolerate the idea of having Thanksgiving dinner with my sister and her family. Her kids are great. Her husband is totally boorish, and I am off track of what I was going to be talking about. Totally. Bingo. There we go. Now it's making more sense. So the ritual of going and doing Thanksgiving dinner with your family, for me, is a disaster. It couldn't be anything more intolerable to me that you could come up with. And there are some people who actually really enjoy being with their family, and kudos to you. That's not me. These don't fit together. No. There's one more flat piece somewhere. How could I have lost it already? So for me, trying to do Vlogmas and failing every year. Well, okay, no, last year I did it. I did it because I was out of the country and I had a whole bunch of travel videos that had nothing to do with avoidant personality disorder. And they were all, well, not all, but a lot of them were already pre-filmed before I even started. Which is kind of cheating. How did that go? It went together at one point. I think that goes there. I think that one doesn't go there. That goes there. See, not good at making puzzles, am I? But again, this sort of thing that I'm not good at doing is exactly what I'm talking about. Because it is totally distracting me from the stress. See, for me, I know I shouldn't say this. People will not be happy, to say the least. Does that go like that? I don't think so. And I can't even see if you can see this stuff. It's very stressful for me to do Vlogmas. It's been stressful for me for quite a while to get on camera lately. It comes and goes. Sometimes I'm fine with it, sometimes I'm not. So setting up a new ritual for me, which is, let's see if I can do these little puzzles and make a thing. Let's see if I can do Vlogmas at all. The point of Vlogmas is to get me over the stress of the holiday, because you're supposed to spend all your time with your family. That does not work in my life. Spending time with my family, I mean, I spend a lot of time with my son, which has its own kind of stress. But as far as spending time with anybody else in my family, I can't think of anything more horrible. And that makes me hugely privileged, and I know that. Because there are people out there that truly don't have family at all. And they would kill for the chance to spend time with annoying relatives. I get that. I'm sorry for that. And I wish I could help everybody else. See, I'm starting to, there we go. It takes a while, I'm telling you, it takes a while for me to start talking again and to stay on track. Even though this is the most non-on track video ever, it's the first one. It'll get better. Or you can, like, throttle me. Yeah, see, what happens when I do that, like, pausing, is I'm stopping to judge myself of how bad I suck at everything. Can you relate? Wait a minute. Yeah, this is not right. This doesn't go here. This all goes down. Oh my lord. How do these things fit together in such a way that it's... And I bet the people are like, what the heck are you doing? You suck so bad. They don't go like that. Can't you see? No, I'm concentrating on trying to think. Ah, there we go. So hopefully the puzzles will go together better in the future too. And I won't be so totally awful at absolutely everything, because that is how my brain works. but think I'm awful at everything. The point of having a ritual is that you can sort of beat down those thought processes and hang your hat on the ritual and say, okay, well, yeah, there's this awful thing that's happening, but that'll be okay, because it'll be over soon, and you've done it before, and you've gotten through it before, and the proof of that is that you're redoing this ritual. So things like putting up a Christmas tree. I put up a Christmas tree of some sort most years, even though it's kind of annoying, because, oh, I've got to hurry up and stop talking. Look, I'm about done with this puzzle, except I have to find that one piece that's gone missing. Can you even see it? I did all that and none of it was on camera. See, I gotta get used to this. Do I have another piece somewhere? Do I have another piece in here? No. Are you kidding? The first one came with a missing piece? Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I'll hunt around and look and see if I can find the other piece. Okay. This will get better. I will figure out how to do the filming. This was sort of an experiment. This is the plan for Vlogmas. This is my ritualistic plan for Vlogmas, is to make these little puzzles and talk about an actual topic, and going forward it won't be so muddled, I promise, and I'll actually get used to what I need to do and start talking again, because again, I mean, if you noticed, even in that, I just turned on the camera and started. It takes a little while for me to sort of warm up to making these videos again. But again, the difference between a ritual and an anniversary date type thing is, anniversary date, you have no control over it, just like hits you. But a ritual you can plan and you can do yourself, and you can use it as a tool to ground yourself when you get overwhelmed by whatever needs to happen. And so doing holiday things, like, you know, what I do is I try to go see the lights out that people have put up, and appreciate the lights and just focus on the lights, and put up my tree. People are like, oh my Lord, you put up this massive tree, and what other decorations do you do? Nothing, absolutely nothing. I do nothing else. And I do Vlogmas, which is difficult. Everybody knows it. It's really hard to do, but I do it, well, for a few reasons. I mean, one, because I feel like a lot of people who watch the videos that I make sort of, you know, maybe don't have all of the, you know, glorious social activities that would drive me crazy. Let's be real. If I had to do all these things that everybody always does at Christmas time, and you know, in December, in whatever your religion is, oh my gosh, I'd go crazy. It's one of the best things about being an adult, is I don't have to do all the things that everybody says you're supposed to do. I can pick and choose. But the other side of that is then I feel massive regret, and it makes you feel lonely, and all these other things. So if I make all these silly little videos, maybe you'll learn something, maybe it'll empower you, maybe you'll feel better. So give it a shot to try to make you feel better and make the videos. And also, when things get absolutely insane, then I can say, okay, well, I'm going to take a half an hour and I'm going to make this video, and this is a priority for this month, and it's not interacting with other people, and my phone is not ringing, and I'm kind of amazed the cat hasn't tried to come and get this. Maybe he already stole one of the pieces and I didn't realize. That's gonna drive me crazy. If every single one of these is missing a piece, maybe there's like an extra bag at the end. That would be wild. But I'm disappointed the first one didn't have all the pieces. Or it bounced or something. I'll find it, or I won't. Yeah, so I do this as a ritual so that I can, again, ground myself for the month of December. And I highly suggest that you find something like that you have control over. That's not just, okay, well, here's the date on the calendar and you're supposed to do this, but instead, this is something that you're going to do, that you have control over, that you can then, it doesn't even feel like you're doing it on purpose. It feels like, just naturally you sort of feel different. Okay. I think this format will work. I definitely have to work on it because, first of all, when I'm actually making the puzzle, I'm kind of distracted. There's one problem. The second problem is I'm over talking. The entire point was to make it really short so that, here, put this puzzle together and then be done. I'll work on it. This one sucked. I'm sorry. They'll get better. Happy Vlogmas. And I'm ending this now and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.